Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will put total effort to crank us up. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Using his legs, it's McGowan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great. And quarterback and receiver not on the same page. But when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DP. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls it, fires to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Simpson. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. He leaves it with the back. He'll get it out to the 14 before going out of bounds. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The short hands, it's Wingo. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Leaves it with the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go right back to him. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Buys a little time. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Grabbed over the middle. It's McGowan. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
On first down from their own 22. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Gibson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They go to the ground. Creates a little space.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Vols really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air, it's Simpson. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davis. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Gibson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete fourth down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Baxter. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Wingo. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. This time they'll go to the running game. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Snagged out of the air. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Manning. Snagged in the middle, it's Rocket. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that was a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's gained. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the run, it's Butler. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Got it in the middle. It's Baxter. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Speeding down the left side. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Vols! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive... picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field and lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Manning. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
In the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? I got to throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football. Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force the ball down here in the red zone.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Gaines. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out in the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. KR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver going in motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Manning. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. He might want another play. On third down, going up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. It's a seam wide open. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Get set, get set. Hornet.
To the air, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Looking to buy time. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the left. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Might be changing the route. They just keep firing. Skips away from pressure. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They put the O into offense as in 0 yards, and finally they get a big play to give them a little momentum.
Finally, some good luck on offense. I mean, they've been close, Reese, throughout this game. They've taken some shots. They've tried to be aggressive. They just haven't been able to come up with the big play. This game's not over yet, especially after that one.
Looking to pass, it's Simpson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Vols with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to bowl his way in. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. A run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
That's caught. It's Wingo. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's got an open man. There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to the big tight end. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texans!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, remember, the defense allowed a rushing touchdown to this quarterback on the last drive, so a nice job making some adjustments on the sideline. They look like they've got a little bit of a better plan for him, and more people are more aware of when he's going to keep the football. That time, they don't just get a sack, but they generate a massive loss.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Looking to throw at Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Under fire. He makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today, dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.